And welcome back, everybody, to another Advent Guide 4-star. I think we're 2 days into the Sid dungeon, so this is going to be my Sid team. Getting right into it, we got Christian for lead. He's just like last time, he's fairly skilled. You notice his crit strike rate now is up to 50%, so he's pretty much guaranteed to be critting. I think there's a soft cap at 75, but if his buff goes on, if he gets attacked and it procs, he'll be critting 100% of the time. Same with Leafa. Notice she's at 50% crit. Then we did get Morrigan, so we pumped her up. Definitely like Morrigan with her skill 3 at level 6 now. We can go 3 DPS. And Rue, and then you'll see who else are we using. Oh yeah, Karen. Just because I think I like her more than Sid because of the haste. You'll notice my setup. I put Christian and Morgan on either side of Lifa. So, if anything goes south, if anything gets really crazy, then they get Lifa's resolve and they can just kind of freely DPS as hard as they want. So the first wave, you're looking at the very first mechanic that you'll see is Good Sid comes out and he puts 5 turns of debuff or abnormal status immunity. You can still get debuffed, but you don't get the mental seal that is just the super pain in this dungeon. So what you'll see here right off the bat is I'm going to take Karen, I'm going to speed up Leafa, and I'm going to put the damage buff slash damage reduction on. And the idea here is kill one as quick as you can. You can burn some cooldowns here, but don't burn too much. You don't want to burn your threes on these guys if you don't have to, but you would ideally like to get one of them down before your damage reduction goes away. You'll see there I was contemplating with Rue, should I heal my dudes or not? Another good thing about this setup is you'll see that all 3 of my DPS are clumped, and so Rue can effectively heal all 3 guys who actually matter in this dungeon. So you'll see they got the defense break, but they don't have mental seal. So as the spiders get a little low, my abnormal status immunity is going away. So I think the next round here, as a preventive measure, I will heal with Rue and give them their immunity back. The 3 spiders are getting a little low, so there goes one. Um, Here we'll work down this last one. Definitely not going to use Christian's 3. We're just looking for big hits. And, Christian's immunity procs when he gets a crit. So any of those retaliates, any of that weird stuff, he won't take any damage. So you see, that's nice. We've got everybody back to full. We've got 2 turns of damage immunity. So if these dudes do want to spit on us, we're going to resist that mental seal. That was nice right there. I got a cooldown. The runes of victory on Rue, they procced. So I got a reduction in my heal cooldown because ideally I would like to have my heal up for the next stage with the big snake because I'd like to prevent mental seal from going off um, on my DPS during that fight because that's the scary fight. I think my strategy in this one is going to be kill one and then kill the snake. Sometimes if I got my cooldowns up and I've got a defense break on the second spider in the second round, I'll go for the second spider. It all kind of depends on what's coming up in your rotations at the time. So now we're in this kind of this hellish phase 2. The spiders are going off. The snake, we don't want to hit the snake because the snake's going to enrage. So we used Morrigan ult to try to get one spider down. And then you notice we got mental seal on Morrigan, mental seal on Leafa. We still didn't get that spider down because Christian did not want to crit. So now what we're going to do is with Karen, we're going to heal the whole party and remove all the debuffs. So an interesting thing that you can do with this combo is, of course, burn that when you need it. Because Rue, if Karen does happen to go down, or if Karen's got a mental seal on and your party's really low and Rue's coming up, you can actually kill Karen on purpose. so that Rue can res her, and then Karen can full heal and get rid of all debuffs on the party. So that's like a little nice little thing that you can manipulate with the Rue Karen combo. Overall, I mean, you'll see Karen hasting Rue's 3 is really powerful. So I think what you'll see here is I'll do that. I'm going to haste Rue, heal her so that she can take the mental seal. Then she'll take mental seal damage and then remove the mental seal off of everybody else. I believe I targeted, yep, I targeted just my 3 DPS because the idea is I want to keep them immune as much as possible. The less mental seal goes up on those guys, the less rounds that I have to pass because eventually this snake will do more damage than I can heal just because of the fact that we have cooldowns and the snake does the mental seal spit every other round, which is the equivalent of like 3 rounds for my characters. Backwards, I don't know. So now the snake's enraged. If you hit him on the 6th time you hit him, I think he gets big. So you want to get him down. I should have switched the profile mode so that you guys can kind of see the buffs and the damage that I'm doing, but it's too late now. This is the video that we got. We got to work with it. So I'm not doing super hot here. Morrigan's low, Leafa's low, heals on cooldown. So it was nice. I got a little heal proc there for Christian. And this is the turn that Kai kind of got to go because the next turn's a spit. So I get some good damage from Leafa right there. Morrigan goes. She doesn't crit. And then boom, we got Leafa's Resolve. So Leafa's Resolve just procced to save Morrigan. So it doesn't use her Berserk. That's kind of a good thing. So right now Morrigan can't die, and Christian goes and finishes him off because he also can't die from Leafa's Resolve. So I was glad that kind of happened on this run because it's an interesting little mechanic that you can take advantage of. What I found that on this third phase is if you can get Morrigan to the last phase without her berserk popping, then it's almost a guaranteed win because she just starts going off and killing the bad Sids whenever they attack her. So it's kind of a good safety net. But here we've just got bad Sid. He's just solo mob. He cannot be debuffed. So don't try to bleed him. Don't try to defense break him. Um, you're not going to do anything to him. He's immune. Rue can still heal off of him, but it's very rare. I mean, you might see it in this run. I don't think so, but it is possible. Essentially, so what happens here is after you kill this Sid, you'll also get a res and a heal. One of your dudes will get resed by the good Sid when he comes. So you can kind of go about this knowing that there's a little bit of a safety net there too. At the end of this phase, you'll get a heal and a res. But here we're a little low. We're waiting to pop the damage reduction, damage buff from Leafa because we want that up as much as possible during part 2 of this third phase, where we have to deal with the clones. Because one-shotting the clones is going to be your key to victory. Dealing with those clones so that they're not taking off they're not taking off your buffs, they're not doing that AoE crap. So there you go. See again, I sped up Rue, switched her turn order, granted everybody a heal, got everybody topped off, and then now we're going to go ahead and try to finish this guy with just regular attacks. Nothing crazy. Ideally, we would like Leafa kind of going first. So now, good Sid popped. He healed us all. We got a little bit of shield going on here. And we want Leafa to get her buff up. So sorry, my mic went out just there. I don't know why. So the second Leafa can get her buff up. There we go. We've got a defense break on that bad Sid, the little clone. So we're gonna try to take him out whenever you can in this situation. Use AoEs. It's great to get residual damage on the boss Sid while you're taking out those little clones. So if there's a guy on the other side of the good Sid, target the good Sid in the middle, and you'll hit all 3 with your cone effects. There's a lot of little tricks you can do, like deselecting your target. Sometimes you can even get guys on the outside. So play around with the targeting system. It's good to learn it because of course the Kali dungeon is all about kind of target manipulation and cone effects. So you see here, it's just a game here, trying to keep everybody up and just dealing with those silly little clones when they come up. So there you go. See, I focused the clone, but I also did the AOE with Christian so that I can put that guaranteed crit strike buff on the Sid. So you notice this Sid can get debuffed. He can't be stunned. I don't think you can mental seal him or do any weird things like that, but you can give him defense debuff. You can strip his attack buffs. Notice how he's getting a little attack buff every time you attack him, and it powers up his AOE. But you see, I mean, I'm doing good damage, and I think I got maybe 2, 3 more hits on him. I still have my AOE cleanse heal from Karen, but we're just gonna go ahead and kill Karen. And that's pretty much the fight, guys. Is control the clones, pop pop good skills on the clones if you have them, because getting those down is going to be more important than doing a lot of damage to the Sid. And when the time comes, if you can, pop a good hit on the Sid. And that's pretty much the end of the video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for the views, and good luck farming.